My name is Pastor Kamron Oberlin, and I am the pastor here at Onaway Assembly of God. And I would like to share my personal testimony with you today. I grew up as a pastor's kid. I knew who God was. I had accepted Jesus in my heart. At some point in my teenage years, I just decided that the world looked better, and I didn't need Jesus in my life. And so I went after those things. I liked money. I liked houses and cars. And so I started to collect all these things. I got married, had kids. At first, I was still going to church. It looked like I was living my life for God, but in my heart, I wasn't. I was far from God. And eventually, it got to the point where I never went to church. I had excuse after excuse of why I didn't want to go. I had to work so I could make more money. And I thought life was good. I would spend a ton of money, buy something really cool, and it would make me happy for a really short period of time. I'd buy a big boat and I'd be happy for a month. And then as soon as that payment came in the mail, I wasn't happy anymore because then I had to start paying on it. And I had to make more money and get more things. And the more things I got, the more depressed I got. It didn't make me happy. It was never lasting. And eventually, I lost everything. The economy in Michigan dropped. We lost our house. We lost our nice big boat. We lost our nice cars. And I was left with my wife, my kids, and myself. And that was the point where I had to make a decision. In my heart, I knew, and I knew this all those years I ran from God, I knew that I needed Jesus in my life. I knew that I needed to serve Jesus and that I needed to change the way I lived my life. And at that point, I'd reached the bottom of the barrel. I made that decision. I talked with my wife, Shannon, and we discussed it, and I told her, I said, you know what? I want to start over. I want Jesus in my heart. I'm going to start going to church. And that's exactly what we did. We actually moved out of state. We moved to Houston, Texas, and I started going to church. No excuses. I told Shannon, I said, no excuses. I will go to church every single Sunday. I rededicated my life to God, and for the final and last time, I meant it. And it was so cool how God blessed our marriage, our life. I started to serve the Lord wholeheartedly. I could honestly say at that point in my life that I loved the Lord with all my heart. And for those few years when we were in Texas, I had peace. I had joy. And it wasn't because we had a lot of material things, because we had nothing. We went to Texas with nothing. But I've never experienced the joy and the peace and the love that we had. Our marriage got better. My relationship with my kids got better. And eventually God said, I have another plan for you. And it was to become a pastor. And I was at a place in my life where I was willing to obey. And it's been an awesome ride ever since. If you don't have Jesus in your heart, I encourage you, I implore you today, make him number one in your life. You won't have peace. You won't have hope without Jesus. Make that decision today. Don't wait. Don't wait. I guarantee you, your life will be better just like mine.